The other night I went in the brooder and hung out with the baby chicks, and I just sat down and let the camera roll and just see how long it took for them to acclimate to me. So this is just me narrating a video that I took sitting there just kind of paying attention to my birds. Had some extra time, I was walking the dog and let the dog run around the farm, and just sat in the brooder for a little while and played with the birds. So here I am sitting in my brooder at night. It was in the evening, I was taking the dog for a walk, and I decided to go in and sit down. And when I sat down in that far corner, I'm exactly opposite from them. And I just put my back up against the corner and got comfortable knowing that I would be sitting here for a few minutes. It's like when you're bottle feeding a kid, for those of us who have kids. You want to get comfortable right from the beginning because you don't want to end up shifting halfway through and just kind of like messing up your progress. So I got comfy, sat down with the phone, just had my cell phone out and just waited for the birds to come out and just hang out. And you'll see just within the first minute here, they're going from less of a huddled mass and starting to just forget that I'm there and go about their business. Chickens don't have a very long attention span. They're just looking to hang out, get something to eat, entertain themselves, you know, maybe chat with friends, and don't necessarily worry about me because I'm being quiet. I'm not narrating this while I'm in there because that would have affected their behavior. I'm doing it in a voiceover later, and just letting the birds have a chance to say, hey, this guy's in here. This doesn't really pose a threat, and we'll see what happens from here. Now as time goes on, I mean, these guys are just super freaking cute, and they're just getting warm in the light, unbunching from each other because maybe that was a little uncomfortable and stacked up in the corner there. It's not the middle of the day, so they're not going to be super active. I anticipate them being a little bit more calm in the evening, which is part of the reason why I went in there now, is they're not already wound up. I'm just going in there, sitting down, and letting them get used to me and having them come out of the corner. And I don't expect them to all come over and be like, hey, John's my friend, I should go like be his buddy and hang out and snuggle because that's fun. See, I was even in the middle of feeding them when I had this idea. That's why the feeder's open. But here they're already starting to get close. They don't care that I'm there. I'm just quiet and passive. And part of the reason why I do this is to get them used to a human presence. Like when they're in the brooder, you don't want to disturb them too much. But at the same time, I want these birds to be used to being not stressed out when I come in to feed and water them. I want them to be not stressed out when I come to collect eggs in the future. And quite honestly, I needed the little mental break of going out, pausing, reflecting, watching the birds be birds, watching the chickens develop their chickenness, and sit in the brooder for a few minutes while I was out just checking on the farm in the evening. And within the first however many minutes, it's been like 2 minutes already, they are just chill, going about their business, don't really care about what I'm up to, and just eating, drinking, having a good time. I haven't done this much, just to give you some context to this video. I haven't spent a ton of time with these birds, so this was a newer thing that I was trying out with them, and so far so good. And I got some in the back there that are already laying down and falling asleep because, again, it is evening time and I don't expect them to be very active, even though I just put out some new feed and I left their feeder open, which just staring at it in this video. And I'll shut up now and just give you a couple more seconds of watching chicks, and then we'll wrap this video up. Now that I got animals on the farm, I can be doing more of these videos where I'm showing you some of the things that I do directly related to the animals, and instead of me talking in front of a board, so that's kind of fun too. So I don't know, stay tuned. This is where I have to say all the YouTube stuff, but really just have a nice day, enjoy whatever it is you're doing, and I will see you next time. Peace.